am Kari Jobe. You're watching The Joni Show.
Tell me a little bit about your history, how you got started in music, and about your family.
I grew up in a Christian home. My family ministered a lot, at local churches. Grew up in a ministry culture, connecting people to God through music and through the Word. And my dad preached. I got saved when I was 5 at a church that my dad was preaching downstairs. I was upstairs in the kids ministry. That's how I just lived growing up. And then when I was about 10, my dad and mom took a position at a church as a youth pastor, and so kind of got more just involved just in church, local church, and got to be involved there in worship teams, I was always drawn to that, though. No matter where I was, I would watch the worship team on stage. I don't even know why. I remember being 6 years old, sitting on the front row, watching this one team and just noticing what the singers did, and so I guess I just always was drawn to that.
What's it like writing music? Because that's really coming from your heart and being so vulnerable in that place. Were you always just able to put it out there like that?
My heart when I write music is to connect people to the Lord. And so that automatically doesn't mean it's about me anymore, So getting to talk about the Lord and who He is, it's the truth. So it's okay to be vulnerable about that. The part that I guess could be harder is, when you're walking through something really broken and people know, okay, she walked through something to get that song. And it's not hard, it's just, I always want to cry, and then when people say, this song is doing this in my life, or it's connecting with me in this way, it reminds me of what I walked through, and I'm like, God, you're so faithful, and so it's okay, it's worth the journey that I'm walking through to connect with people in that way, So I'm okay being vulnerable.
How do you balance, you're a worship leader at your home church.
Right.
How do you balance that with the demands from other places and other people and traveling and that sort of thing?
Well, my church, Gateway Church in Southlake, Texas, a shout out. They're so wonderful. They're so understanding of this new season, with the album and then traveling. I just got really honest a couple months ago and just said, my heart is burning to travel because I love getting to minister to people all the time. And they really listened, and they were like, okay, well, let's make something work out where you can. I love getting to go to other local churches and just see that there's a real common theme. People are hungry. We're desperate for a move of God. People want a revival, not in the way that we think from years and years ago, but a revival just in our hearts, that salvation would come to our families. And so I love getting to see all of that all over. It's wonderful.
Cool. I know you're single,
Yes.
but that you have a boyfriend.
Yes.
Yes, so how's that going? So is there any plans in the future? You guys have been dating for a while, yes?
Right.
Is that hard?
It's amazing. It's great. He does music as well, and loves Jesus with all of his heart, and that, he understands travel, he understands ministry, and that's wonderful. We're just hanging, we're seeing what God has in store, and just enjoying life, and kind of getting to go on dates here and there, which is fun, always fun for a girl. I have no complaints.
That's very cool. Have you all ever written a song together?
We have. He writes more mainstream, and he writes love songs. So I get to hear his love songs a lot. And I write more worship stuff, but we challenge each other as well, which is wonderful because you need that as a songwriter. You need to be challenged.
Yeah. Do you see, being single and traveling and being a worshiper and people looking at you, especially young girls, do you see that platform? Do you see yourself as sort of a role model to girls coming up in the church?
I do, and it gets confirmed by emails and Facebooks and Twitters and, just the whole community that's out there online, just of what girls say. And, thank you for what you do. I love listening to you. I love connecting with you. Thank you for leading me to the Lord and for, connecting me with God in worship. And that's a wonderful thing to have a reputation of,
Yeah.
especially with younger girls, because that's where I got drawn in, was when I was a younger girl by a girl that did music and worship, and I thought, I want that. I want to do that.
And to be a representative of, you don't have to be like the church lady.
Right.
You can be cute and cool and be a
Well, I
Christian.
hope so. Thank you. Is that a compliment? Yeah, it's fun.